Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for tonight, Ama K. Ababrazy.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, everybody. Welcome, and it's a pleasure to have you here tonight. My name is Ama K. Ababrazy, and I'm your host for tonight. Thank you, each and every one of you for being here. This week is Men's Health Week, and it's only fitting that the first ever annual Fatherhood Awards is taking place. It has never happened before, and I do think that it needs to be commended. So if you're here today, we are all making history here today. Now, the Fatherhood Awards are dedicated to recognizing, celebrating, and amplifying fatherhood in all its different shades of authenticity. This award ceremony was created to shed light, celebrate achievements, and provide a platform for the... Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Please, I have another co-host. Yes, for the inspiration of the millions of fathers out there, not only in the UK, but just to inspire the world as well. And of course, tomorrow is Father's Day. I think before we even continue, and happy Father's Day in advance tomorrow. There's actually quite a little secret. The main reason this awards was created was because we had to give you something better than socks. To be honest. You can't get socks every year. Fathers deserve better. So, we need to recognize you guys. So this year, when you get your award, bragging rights.
Hello, everybody. Firstly, I just want to thank everybody for being here. I mean, this was a dream and a vision of ours, and a lot of people said dads won't really be interested in celebrating fatherhood, and you guys are all proving that wrong. I mean, proving that right, sorry, wrong, right. You know what I'm trying to say here, right? The fact that you guys are here. Social media, a lot of people talk about the ills of social media. But for me, I know when I was going through my kind of pregnancy and afterwards, it was a lifesaver for me. And when I tune in and I see some of the content that you guys are putting out there, it's so inspiring. It's so encouraging. Being a dad is not one monolith. There's so many different types of fathers. We all parent in different ways because we're all uniquely human. And I think that needs to be celebrated. A lot of the times, dads do get a bad rap when it comes to the early years and when it comes to parenting, and we want to instead of focusing on that side, what we want to do is focus on all those that are doing great, because at the end of the day, there's more people doing amazing things than those few that spoil it for everyone, and that's in every single area of life. I want to congratulate all of the nominees today. Everybody's a winner, and I say this even with the Glow Mama Awards. Today's our first annual Fatherhood Awards. We're looking to celebrate our 10th annual Fatherhood Awards. We're looking to celebrate our 20th annual Fatherhood Awards. We want dads who feel lonely or feel depressed. We know that mental health is a really big thing that affects men, and oftentimes men don't feel like they can talk. But what happens is they go onto your platforms and onto your pages and they feel encouraged and they feel inspired, and you all don't even know that you're doing that, right? So we want this to grow, and it's with all of your support. So please hashtag Fatherhood Awards, Fatherhood Awards 2022, all of the hashtags. Anyway, please do that so that we can grow. Also, I just want to take a moment just to thank my amazing co-founder. As you can see, I'm not a man. So this award would not have been possible without Donald. Donald is someone I'm so inspired by. He's a father of 5. He's a hard worker. He's so passionate. He always wants to help everybody around him. And working alongside him has just been so inspiring to me.
He's a father of 5, so you know what he likes to do at night.
I like to read books, thank you.
Yeah, reading.
This Fatherhood Awards, is not just me. It's not it's not just one father. It's for all of you, and it's for all of us to come together and to keep inspiring each other, to keep inspiring the future generation of fathers that we want to nurture, and we want them to see us coming together as fathers and celebrating fatherhood. And in that unity, we can kind of create something bigger and actually change the narrative that society have, and actually create more and more fathers. So, again, Agnes is just been amazing. She says it wouldn't have been possible without me, but it's really her and Sarah and Ben, and so, I mean, all of you haven't had to play that. And Jordan, and everyone. So anyone that's ever been in my life and is a dad, look, thank you so much. This is all for you. So hope you have a good night. I hope you network, you meet each other, and I hope we continue and we look forward to the second Fatherhood Awards. Let this one go without a glitch. No slapping, no one punching anyone, nothing like that. Let it just if you want to slap, do it outside. But yeah, have an amazing night, guys.
I want to congratulate Jordan for being nominated and granted the best father. The word of God says, train a child the way he should go, and when he grows up, he will never depart from it. Jordan, in the early stages of life, was taught to love, pray, and obey. He grew learning to understand good and bad, and was passionate in everything he did, and is still very passionate in all the things that he does. He loved his siblings and friends. In school, he preferred hanging around with boys older than himself, apparently to derive wisdom. He has been very ambitious in everything he does. Jordan is highly committed to everything he lays his hand on. For instance, the way he brings up his son. He's taught the son to understand the things of life, even at a very early stage, especially to understand family values, like teaching him to recognize his grandmothers and then also the aunties and so on. He also committed himself in teaching the child how to understand how life is, especially the prayers that they conduct in their home all the time. The little one sees how they pray, and he also tries to pray. We know that humility has a lot to do with life. This little boy also is being trained to be humble. He's being trained to organize himself. He's being trained to understand that humanity is hard work, and hard work is humanity. Love is not hard work at all. It's appreciating the things that are around you and making yourself part of things. So Jordan and his wife have done a lot to bring up this little boy, and they are still ensuring that the little boy will grow to understand much more of the things around him, and also to grow to be able to appreciate and do those things which are right. Because in the world today, there's so much wrong. And with parents like Jordan putting their foot down and ensuring that a child should learn the right things, we think the world can become a better place for everybody. Thank you.
A British entrepreneur who changed the music scene in the UK forever, Jordan Kensington is an artist, actor, songwriter, television and radio presenter, best known as the founder of the Urban Music Awards, which is now held in 6 countries annually. Jordan's business ventures include a property portfolio spanning hotels, restaurants, universities, and Africa's fastest growing digital bank, Monies. His success and undeniable influence has seen him honoured by the Queen at Buckingham Palace. Having lost his father Emmanuel Kensington in his teenage years, Jordan faced many challenges, but with a positive mindset and hard work he's been able to push through. Jordan cites his biggest achievements to date as that of becoming husband and father to his 1-year-old son Jordan Jr. Family is everything to Jordan, and he prioritizes centering them in everything he does. When he is not taking over the world, you can find Jordan empowering and motivating people to realize their own potential. Many entrepreneurs and artists can credit Jordan as being an instrumental figure in their success. And it is on this note that we honor Jordan Kensington.
Hi guys. So before I give the award to Jordan, I just want to explain something. So in 2018, I gave birth to my 3rd child, and 4 weeks later I said I'm going to do this award called the Glow Mama Awards. 10 years prior to that, I'm not going to say my age, I worked for Jordan at the Urban Music Awards, and obviously everyone thought I was crazy. You got 3 kids, 4 weeks, 1 year old, and at the time my daughter who came was 5. It's like, you're doing an awards. And I went to Jordan, I went to his office in central London, and I said, please, I need help, I'm doing this award. He wasn't a parent at the time, but he literally opened up his doors to me. He taught me what I needed to know. I had so many crazy ideas, and he was literally like, no, like, with love. And he supported me year on year. He actually thought he was coming today to give out the award for Best Entrepreneur. But it didn't feel right for me to not honour him for my first annual Fatherhood Awards, because there wouldn't have been any awards, Glow Mama or the Fatherhood Awards, if I didn't have the mentorship and the support from Jordan Kensington.
I'm completely surprised. I've got to thank my wife because she's made me a better man. They say behind every man is a good wife, and by the grace of God, I found a good wife. I want to thank Jordan Jr. He might not understand what I'm thanking him for, but I think in the future, you will understand it. You will, 100%. I want to say, I like to use acronym when I'm speaking about stuff. So I'm going to use an acronym, LOLA, and because we have all these fathers in this place, and we've been through so much during the last 2 years. LOLA for me stands for L, stands for lead. Fathers need to learn how to be a leader. I know the world is full of a lot of people trying to demasculate men today. You've just seen it with the Johnny and Amber case, and the Will Smith thing. There's a lot of things going on. But if you've got a kitchen with no chef, or you've got a restaurant with no chef, you've got no business. You can't have plenty of chefs in the kitchen. You've got someone that's got to be leading. And everyone stands their place. The mother is the nurturing. That's where we go to the motherland. But the fathers need to learn or relearn how to lead. If a father is not leading in a house, there is no house. It's so important. So in Lola, L stands for lead. We have to relearn. We have to learn how to lead properly. O, it's Lola, organize. The organizers today, without them organizing this, we won't be here today. The root word of organize is having the organ and energize. You need to energize the organ. The organ is yourself. The organ is your family. Energizing the organ, your family, leads to a good family. And sometimes we underestimate the power of energy. Even if someone says it's mumbo jumbo, people like Einstein had equations for energy. Energy matters. And if you do not bring the energy at home, if you bring the negative energy at home, if you are a dad and you let the world make you negative and you bring it at home. I once spoke to a dad and he said to me, look, at work, I'm positive. When I come at home, I'm tired. I can't be positive at home. I'm like, that's where you're needed the most. So we need to restructure, reprogram that. That energy that you bring at home becomes the child's energy. That child learns from your energy. And that energy matters. So we have to organize ourselves to make sure we have that energy. Lola, L-O-L. The last L, the third L is love. The key is, everyone who's ever worked for me, been around me, I'm all about love. It's the most important thing that we have, that you can't buy with money. No matter how much money you make in your life, how many houses you buy in your life, how many cars you buy in your life, when you go, nobody's going to talk about any of that. They will talk about how you treated them, how you made them feel. Love is the most important currency we keep ignoring. We need to learn to love. It's so important. Agnes could have stopped with Glow Mama Awards. She could have. Honoring me today, something I never ever thought was going to happen. Years after we've worked together, that's love. When she came to me saying she wanted to do something, I couldn't. But an eyelid, I was like 100%, I'm going to support. Because love attracts love. The last thing on Lola, as you know, I started with lead, organize, love, and the last thing, A, is activate. Now, every time I get interviewed on CNN, BBC, any station, they say, Jordan, how did you do it? You're a black guy from London, you know, I got my brother here, Donald, from Cameroon as well. My mom came from Cameroon. He knows about Cameroon. He knows. He's from Bamenda in Cameroon. He knows what's going on in Cameroon. He knows. When I look at him, he looks at me, we know what we're coming from. I said, how did you do it? And I have to say, do you know when you have a phone, this phone that we all have, and it runs out of battery, what you need to do is charge to electricity. And if you don't charge to electricity, you can't use the phone. And even when you charge your electricity, you do have a SIM card inside your phone that you need to connect to your network. It needs to be activated to work. What I did at a very young age is activate my connection to God. And that is not a religion. That is just, you can call it anything. You can call it Allah, you can call it, if you're from Essex, you call it the geezer up there in the sky. Whatever you want to call it, I'm not going to judge you. I will not judge you. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to call it. I am being absolutely real. In this journey, even after the pandemic, in this journey, this activation is the fire. You can have all the cherry. We've seen it all. You've seen all the biggest stars in the world. They have everything lined up and something happens. Everything lined up and something happens. So much rich and they go down. The activation is not there. So that activation is the final statement. And I'll end this by saying, a proof of the activation. I always pray to God. I said, if there's something crazy that's going to happen, please rescue me. I didn't know I was making that prayer. Thank you, Jordan. I mean, you're number one supporter. I didn't know I was making that prayer. 2 years ago, we're getting ready for the National Film Awards UK. And God said to me, go to the office, have a meeting with the team and tell them you're going to reschedule it because there was this news about this Chinese virus happening. And I said, that's not a big deal. It was the 17th of March. I was like, nothing's going to happen. It's in China. Nothing's going to happen. Come on. I went to the office. I spoke to my wife. You've got to speak to your wife sometimes. My wife said, consult with God while you're having a bath. Speak to God. I spoke to God. God said, Kens, move it to another day. Trust me, move it to another day. Went to the office, had a meeting with everybody else. And as everyone left the meeting, all I heard was Mauritius. Mauritius. Now, I just told you, my brother Donald was from Cameroon. You just saw my mom from Cameroon. I should have been hearing Cameroon. Cameroon. My wife's pregnant. Why am I hearing Mauritius? So I just went online. I know when God speaks to you, it's the activation. The activation is live when the connection is right. If the connection is right, you don't hear, I can't hear you on the phone. You hear really clear clarity. I went online, booked 2 tickets to Mauritius for 2 weeks, guys, 2 weeks. I was going to be there for 2 weeks. because I thought coronavirus was just a branding for Corona Extra. I thought Corona Extra, they want to do some good marketing. They've got a link up with China, and it's going to be some perfect marketing for them. Coronavirus, Corona Extra, everyone's going to be drinking that stuff. And they're one of my clients as well, so I thought everything's going to be kush thing. Anyway, next thing you know, we booked the tickets, but we decided to leave on the same day. So my wife would testify to this. We got in the car, drive the truck home, we packed. That morning, we were on a plane to Mauritius. Unfortunately, I booked some crazy tickets, so we landed in Kenya. Now, I'm not going to lie, if you see Kenyans in the room, respect you, but Jesus Christ, the mosquitoes in that place is next level. But anyway, the next morning, I'm in Mauritius. We landed in Mauritius. They said, congratulations, you two are the last people to walk in here. The whole world's gone on lockdown. This is the 19th of March, 2019? 2020, sorry, thank you. 19th March 2020. We walked to Mauritius. We were meant to be there for 2 weeks. Got a place. And while the world was going through craziness, we're leaving in a big mansion next to the beach, a swimming pool. Everything is going well. I'm saying, do not post this on Facebook. 2 years later, we just came back a month and a half ago, we just came back. Now, we've been there for 2 years. We launched a company out there. We launched a radio station, Capital Radio Mauritius, that's ours out there. We launched Mauritius Business Awards. We just went crazy out there, man. My question is, how can you tell me we planned that? Activate. And guess what? Jordan Jr. was born in Mauritius. This guy's Mauritian. Of all places in the world, he's born in the holiday island. So all I got to say is, Lola, lead, organize, love, and activate. The world that we're leaving needs a lot of love. So when we see each other, when we see what's happening here, do not underestimate the power of love. Thank you so much, Agnes. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Listen, I don't know if you guys go to church, but I feel like after that, Jordan, I need to pass around the connection ball because he just took us to church. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. I'm just here at the Fatherhood Awards. Myself is Jordan.
I am Imara.
Myself, Imara presented me with the Honorary Awards 2022. I'm so proud. Like, do you know what? I never knew. I thought I was coming here to present a category, and Agnes got me fooled. Agnes is Imara's mum. Got me fooled. I literally was on stage. I got an award, honorary award, and I got to say thank you to the whole organisers. Thank you to Imara, because Imara is a future star. The last time I saw Imara was at the Glow Mama Awards. She was presenting, doing her thing, and this is what I'm saying. When you say fatherhood is about people like Imara, because the young people are the next generation. We have to support them, we have to love them, we have to nurture them, we have to educate them, and most importantly, we have to teach them about God, because that's more important. When you learn about God, you learn about love. When you learn about love, you learn about being a good person.
And forgiving people.
And forgiving people. If you don't forgive people, you're going to end up with hate. So you don't want to end up with hate. You want to end up with love. Yeah, so that's very important. You see? Forgiving people. So thank you so much for myself, Jordan, and Imara. Imara, you have anything last one to say?
I said you totally deserve that.
Oh my God! Come on, high five!
And that word was meant to be.
Oh my God! Do you see? Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
We are very proud that Jordan has an award tonight, and you're doing it very well.
And I've got to say, as a mom, you can't. This is all her work. She does as much as. This is bringing up the child. I always
he does
say,
a lot. He's spreading love every day and all around the world. It's not just here in the UK. He does everything for people. And today it's his day because people gave him back.
That's true.
That's true.
That's
But
true.
he gets all
That's true.
Congratulations, babe.
And congratulations to you for being a good mom as well. Proper thing. Thank you, babe. How about that?
Don't say nothing, just hear me out. Don't say a word, I'm talking now. Don't say a word, just hear me out. I need you to be quiet.
Thank you so much for the Fatherhood Honorary Award of 2022. 2022. Now, listen, this was a surprise to me. I came here just to present Academy. I came to present the best dad printer 2022, and I got given the honorary award. And I want to say thank you so much. And this is such an important thing. Obviously, better than any award you can get, because being a father is the most important thing you can do. I want to thank God. I want to thank my father, who's late now, and I want to thank my mum and obviously my wife for being supportive, in everything we do. And obviously, Jordan Jr., he's the second, and I want to tell you guys out there, if you thought I was lethal in my growing up, before I achieved a lot of things, wait until you see Jordan Jr. I'm going to tell you something, he is going to do miracles. So keep it tuned. Thank you so much. Fatherhood Awards, absolutely amazing day today, and looking forward to being here next year, 2023, and God's grace supporting, loving, and being united.